Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into the science and psychology of female intimacy today. If you've ever felt like there's just a missing piece when it comes to understanding arousal and connection, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're breaking down some fascinating source material that proves why building anticipation isn't just some nice romantic bonus. It's actually an absolute biological necessity.
Okay, let's start with a really common trap that so many couples fall into. Way too often, intimacy is basically approached as a rushed chore. There's this frequent tendency where men just skip foreplay entirely, sometimes literally leaving their clothes on, and just rush straight to the finish line. When intimacy is treated as just a duty that needs to be fulfilled, it completely misses the mark physiologically. The woman might go along with it, sure, but she isn't fully engaged, and her physical response is totally muted. It just becomes a mechanical routine instead of a deeply satisfying connection.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The why of anticipation. 2. Personalizing the start. 3. Easy foreplay techniques. 4. Overcoming male hurdles. And 5. The pan and bread analogy.
Starting right off with Section 1, the why of anticipation.
To really grasp this, we have to look at a fundamental biological divergence between the sexes. Women actually have a significantly higher capacity for sexual desire and pleasure compared to men. It's true. But their baseline timeline for getting there is entirely different. While male arousal is typically this very quick, intensely physical spike right out of the gate, female arousal requires a runway. It absolutely requires psychological anticipation. If a female partner is even just 10% aroused through this psychological buildup, her ultimate physical response and engagement will easily match or honestly exceed her partner's. So, this crucial point is captured beautifully in this metaphor from our source. If there is no hunger, even a feast won't matter. Think about it for a second. You could present someone with the most incredible, lavish meal in the world, but if they have zero appetite, they simply won't care. Building psychological anticipation is how you create that hunger. When you build that desire first, the actual physical performance becomes incredibly satisfying. But without the hunger, you are essentially serving a feast to a closed door.
Moving on to Section 2, personalizing the start.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how you actually create that hunger. The big secret? Throw out the idea of a default routine. Every single woman responds differently to physical touch. Not every woman likes breast stimulation. Not every woman prefers clitoral stimulation right away. Heck, some might not even want to start with kissing. For some, a simple, incredibly tight hug is enough to get the physiological engine running. The big takeaway here is that men cannot rely on a pre-programmed script. You really have to communicate, observe, and understand your partner's specific preferences, starting gently and building from exactly what she actually enjoys.
Which brings us to Section 3, easy foreplay techniques.
If you're sitting there thinking, okay, but I don't even know where to start, try this incredibly simple 4-step process. First, both partners take their clothes off. Remember our earlier point about leaving clothes on? Yeah, don't do that. Second, initiate a skin-to-skin back hug, making sure your chest completely covers her back to really transfer that body heat. Third, allow for gentle physical touch of your anatomy against hers, but strictly without penetration. And fourth, simply bring your face close to her neck so she can feel your breath. It's amazing how just the transfer of warmth, the feeling of your solid presence, and the sensation of your breath can instantly ignite an intense sense of anticipation and desire.
And this brilliantly illustrates the biological payoff of just taking your time. Because you've laid this foundation, her body undergoes a massive physiological shift. This gentle, prolonged buildup leads to increased blood circulation in her body. This results in physical swelling and seriously heightened sensitivity in her intimate areas. Because she is now physically prepared, every subsequent slow stroke or movement during intercourse is going to be intensely pleasurable for her. She is going to feel and appreciate every single second of it.
All right, let's look at Section 4, overcoming male hurdles. Of course, all of this incredible preparation can hit a massive roadblock. Let's be real, it's deeply frustrating for both partners if, after spending 15 minutes building all this heat, performance issues cut things short in 30 to 60 seconds. But the good news is there are practical lifestyle remedies for these hurdles. For hypersensitivity, a daily massage of the anatomy using coconut oil can help. And to be clear, that is strictly for desensitization, not masturbation. For infections or unappealing smells that instantly kill the mood, the solution is rigorous daily hygiene. And for premature ejaculation, practicing the stop and start technique can really build critical stamina. To address these physical hurdles, there are also specific supplemental tools available out there. For example, Joss Stick capsules. This is an Ayurvedic supplement containing natural ingredients like ashwagandha, shilajit, and saffid muesli, which are designed specifically to help men manage hypersensitivity and premature ejaculation. Tools like this basically serve as potential options to help men sustain their performance and properly satisfy their partner after doing the hard work of building that anticipation.
Let's move to our final section, number 5, the pan and bread analogy.
Let's tie all of these physiological and psychological concepts together with one brilliant mental image. Consider this incredibly impactful analogy from our source. If the pan, or the tava, is well heated, it takes only 2 minutes to bake the bread, the roti. But if the pan is cold, it can take 10 minutes. This is the whole shebang right here. It perfectly summarizes the entire philosophy of today's explainer. If you take the time to build anticipation, if you basically heat the pan through proper communication, targeted touch, and a little patience, the actual act of intercourse doesn't need to be a marathon. It might only take a few highly effective, deeply connected minutes to reach complete satisfaction, all because that physiological foundation has already been perfectly laid.
So I want to leave you with this final thought to reflect on. Based on the biology and the psychology we've explored today, how are you going to approach your next intimate moment? Will you actually take the time to heat the pan, build the anticipation, and create that vital hunger? Or are you going to fall back into the trap of just rushing through a duty? The science is clear, the techniques are simple, and the payoff for both partners is absolutely massive. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.